And we're back. So, you finished your long
Watch
rest.
out for any squirrels. You might see.
Oh, the squirrel is long gone by now. In fact, actually,
Probably not a squirrel anymore.
thinking about it, probably the moment you, the moment V relinquishes concentration on the spell, you hear the unmistakable sound of a tree falling somewhere in the forest.
Well, at least he's upside down now, or on his side, or whatever.
Because he was a squirrel up in a tree, and then he turned back into a tree.
Rest in peace, all the trees in that area, including him. Except don't rest in peace. Rest in a place in which your soul is picked apart by
Actually, hang on. Let's.
I think that's here.
Yeah, it is here. Literally.
Yeah, so there you go. Good. Get wrecked, you bastard.
How much bludgeoning damage is falling again?
What is Rob doing?
Calculating how much damage the tree would have taken from falling out of the tree.
Yeah.
It's a lot of damage.
This is how you killed treants. Well, hanging trees. Whatever the fuck. Hang trees.
Hangman's tree.
Also, you don't want to know how tempted I was to pick up the squirrel and just throw it as far as I could into the forest.
Yeah, but then you would have killed the squirrel, which would have caused it to turn back into a tree.
Yeah. That's why I didn't do it.
No, you should have done it just for the eats.
No.
You'd have to say it.
Yeah, which I wouldn't have thought of at the time.
Right. You wake up the next morning. It's barely distinguishable as morning, thanks to the thick tree cover and heavy mist.
In fact, it's a Shadowfell.
And the fact that it's the Shadowfell. Generally, it's a bit of a shitter job. I also need you to make all make despair checks for having taken a long rest.
Yes.
Oh,
Wait.
yeah.
Oh my god, I think I passed one.
Huddle close.
Rob?
Yeah, we all huddled close.
Arya might have actually passed one.
Oh my god!
V didn't,
You rolled a
sadly.
wisdom save.
Oh shit.
I know, I was like, I don't want to be that person that points it out.
Ooh. Oh no, wait, no. With Kelariis' plus, you still pass. So.
Me?
No, Arya.
Did you think so?
Even with Arya's 0 charisma.
Okay, well thank god.
Yeah, because that would become the same as me.
Status passes, Silver passes, money passes, and Zale passes. Wow.
Great, I'm the only person.
You're the
I'm
only
up to
person to
5,
fail.
by the way.
You're up to
No.
5! Goody gumdrops!
No!
Oh, that's a big roll.
This is why I'm really not enjoying myself. Fuck's sake, I hate this place. I've definitely had enough of playing characters who are cool and calm and
Ooh,
passionate. I need to stop doing
okay.
Oh my god, Rob is
That's
having way too much
not a
fucking
good
fun.
noise.
that. He is. He's like feeding off of the he is some sort of demon. He's feeding off the torment he is causing.
No, that's the
I'm
big bad.
convinced. No, I think
Flying,
you are the big bad.
I think, yeah, I think in the end
I
you're
think-
the big dad.
You are literally the big bad because you are controlling the big bad. That makes
Oh,
you
that's
the
a
boss.
fucking
That
GM
makes,
whisper.
no, yeah, that actually makes him the boss of the big bad, which therefore makes him the biggest bad.
Oh. Hmm.
Fortunately, you don't lose anything in terms of like actual skills or abilities that you've learned, but
Right, but it's still.
in fact, I'll just copy paste what it actually says. So yeah, you basically wake up in the morning and you feel like that. I think we should probably roleplay that.
Yeah, I think so too. Hold on. Wait, what you said in the second one is literally opposite of what you said in the first one.
No.
Yeah. Hold on, Rob. Fucking Discord message here, this shit.
So,
Oh yes. Oh sorry. Yes. Yeah. No. I fucked that part up. Yes.
Right, okay.
So yeah. No. So the second pasting is correct.
Okay, let me just read this in its entirety again. Like, just know everything. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, carry on. Okay, just start doing stuff.
Okay, so all of you wake up, start packing, getting ready to move out.
Cool. Guess head out.
Where are we going?
We're going to the castle, right?
What castle?
The castle.
Who are you even?
What?
Uh,
Oh boy.
I hate you so much.
Don't hate me, hate the dice. It's
No,
not
no,
not my system.
You chose to use it.
It's me, Arya.
V, are you feeling alright?
Oh, why am I here? Who are you people? Where's home?
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
How the fuck do we deal with this?
I like to think Arya says that IRL. Like,
Yeah,
Yep.
out loud.
Okay, that's confirmed. Oh, you actually said that.
What? Yeah, no, I said that.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Well, I guess answering one question at a time. You're here because we're going to fight. Fuck, what's his name? I have it. This
Suddenly
would
the
be out of
whole
character
party is buffering from
This
amnesia.
would be out of character forgetting.
Tallithsyr.
Yes, him.
I mean, it's not an easy name to remember.
yes it is. Anyway, I'm not really used to fighting or anything.
Well, you're important because of your magic.
And I think you underestimate yourself.
I mean, yeah, I mean I can do magic. It's just I don't really.
Look, your name is V. We are your friend. We're on a quest. And you seem to have forgotten that.
Why,
Did you
why
get
would,
hurt?
Why would I have?
Did you get hurt? Did you hit your head or something?
I'm fine.
Clearly not.
This is really weird.
You're
Yeah,
telling me.
I was gonna say you're telling us.
Look,
I've never met people like you before.
you have.
Are you
trust
like a
me.
lizard person?
That's racist.
I don't think it is.
No, it is racist, but it's not meant. It's not intended to be.
There's a long sigh. There's a heavy sigh. It's like, no, not exactly.
Well, you're shit out of luck then.
Yeah. And you know what the best part is, Rob? I don't think I can even prep any of those.
You definitely can. You've definitely used at least one of those in the past,
Oh, yeah, one of them I can, which I don't have.
which you don't
The only
have.
times I've used it have been really isolated
Yep.
instances.
Well, rip.
find this? Oh yeah, there it is.
So the rest of your companions seem to be regarding this with a great deal of sort of curiosity and wariness. Zale more curiosity than anything, but everybody else is sort of like wary.
Seems this dimension just keeps getting worse.
What
Just keeps getting
dimension?
worse. I'm like 3 seconds away from slapping V to knock her out of this.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
definitely don't do that.
Do I still have the link with Arya? Do I know that she's getting mad at me?
Well,
I'm stepping away from Arya. If
the question is, are you assessing? Because you still have everything that you have. You just don't have the awareness of it.
Right, but can I still tell if Luka's like I'm 3 seconds away from slapping V? Can V see that in Arya's face?
Is V looking for it?
I mean, she's looking at everyone because she's super confused.
Then roll me an insight check with advantage.
Oh my god. It's okay, I'm too confused.
Oh boy.
The elf lady is looking at you with a like she's screwing up her face and making weird expressions. You're not really sure.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna try and say, to answer one of your previous questions, you are unfortunately a long way from home. But with any luck, we can look after you and get you back home. Sound good?
Okay. Where's home? Like, which way is it?
And I will like look at Arya and just sort of make a gesture and like, oh, come on then.
I roll my eyes and come along.
I think he was looking for you to indicate a direction.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, yeah, as
Fine.
in like,
I do that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know the map.
No.
Well, nobody has a map. Arya just has a vague range of sense of where she's going.
Yeah, but I don't have ranger sense, so.
Rangers are tingling.
Which is really good, because actually, if you didn't have a ranger, this mist would really fuck with you.
Yep.
Nope. Can imagine.
I'm glad we have a ranger.
V's just gonna like walk over to Zale and be like, "I love your horns. I'm V."
Okay. Zale twigs almost instantly, and you see him smile, and he introduces himself, tells you all about himself, tells you I'm a teacher and I teach all these people magic, and these are my friends, and goes around and introduces everyone and tells you what they all do.
Amazing.
He basically does first time introductions all over again.
Okay, I will try to remember everyone's names, but it's a lot.
That's understandable.
I guess like to also like to like sort of keep you calm. He's sort of like so you can do magic. What kind of magic can you do? And then he shows you what kind of magic he can do.
Yeah, cool.
So Zale takes up a babysitting V for the moment.
Hell yeah.
I'll sort of walk behind them so I can keep an eye on them.
Okay. Okay, so Arya, you begin navigating.
Yep.
V, you notice that the elf lady that was introduced to you as Arya has a dog.
Dog!
Oh,
Oh
God.
lord. Holy
The dog seems to regard you in a sort of curious manner, but seems friendly enough.
Cool. I'm gonna talk to them and be like, did you know that I have like a talent like to talk to animals? We do it a lot in our family.
Yep.
And then I just go up to Lyra, sort of give her a pat and be like, hi, I'm V.
There's just like sort of an exchange moment where it's just like, yes, I know.
Such a smart dog. I love you.
It is endured.
I'm just like, oh my god.
You're just getting traumatic flashbacks to the first time this happened.
Yeah.
Oh, well, this has definitely cheered me up.
Except for the fact that your friend literally cannot remember anything.
Yeah, doesn't remember.
Yeah, but this is actually, this is still an amusing exchange currently.
Okay.
I'm making the most of the moment.
Okay.
I mean, that's
Quote
fair.
unquote moment.
Yeah, moment.
Everybody make
That's what I'm
me
feeling.
perception checks as you're walking along.
Nice,
Oh,
Vondal.
shit.
Okay.
Jeez.
On Dad, ready to protect the newly forgotten everything V.
Okay. Okay. With the vast number of rangers and incredibly perceptive people amongst your party, you notice that the morning mist is incredibly thick today. Almost unnaturally thick. And the more you think about this, the Kelariis, Vondal, you start noticing that the mist sort of... the thickness of the mist is travelling with you. It feels like you should be walking out of the thickest part, but it seems to just sort of roll along, like, slightly ahead of you. Vondal, you start catching glimpses of shapes in it. And that makes you rather suspicious. The Kelariis, Vondal, Lysatus, Ilaran make nature checks.
Nope.
Fucking Lysatus never disappoints.
High five,
clueless.
Vondal.
Oh, I still need to make my.
Yeah, you still need to make a nature check.
I love how Kelariis, you've not only rolled a 4, but you've also rolled 4 times 4.
I know, it's great.
Okay. Hey guys, I know this is like really weird, because we've like just met and stuff. But this I feel like we need to just not be here. This is really freaking me out. Like now.
Unfortunately,
And I start walking.
Yep, you start walking a lot faster. Lysatus looks around, seems to pause for a moment, turns to the rest of the group, says, "She's right. We need to get out of this mist now."
okay.
And rapidly increases her stride.
Right, one more time.
Yeah. So you
Enough, go.
you start running.
Here
Yeah,
we go.
Actually, I have a spell for this.
Do you?
Haste.
Oh, you're gonna haste.
I'm gonna
Okay.
haste myself.
Okay.
Oh.
Zoom. Okay. So, with the exception of V, who literally, I believe, moves faster than the mist can keep up.
What, when you're hasted, you can use like, what, 20 feet?
Double, and well.
Yeah, it depends if you.
my
Yeah, it depends if you're
movement speed
dashing.
is doubled, and I could basically do another dash.
Yeah, so you V dashes off. The rest of you, the mist sort of keeps up with you. And I guess, actually, probably what happens first. Actually, something that's going to happen to V first, but we'll come back to that in just a second. Who amongst you has the lowest maximum hit points?
Aside from me.
Aside from you.
Well, I've got 59, so I don't think it's me.
I have 53.
What do you have, Luka?
53.
Okay. Okay, in that case, everybody make me a perception check as something happens. Not V, because you're not here. Okay. Wow. Good roll. Oh no, it would technically have advantage because it has surprise. Okay. Okay, so Arya, you happen to look over your shoulder towards Kelariis just as something catches out the corner of both of your eyes. Almost like a condensed bank of fog seems to roll up just behind Simone and almost seems to form into almost like a claw shape and comes down like in a swing towards Simone. It hits her. And she needs to make, first of all, a Constitution saving throw, which she actually, holy shit, actually passes, even with a -1.
Damn.
And an Intelligence saving throw, which she also fucking passes.
Hashtag Simone.
That's,
On
wow.
point.
Okay, the probability of that is incredibly low.
Amazing.
Okay. And I rolled a minimum on fucking damage. Holy shit. That is the worst rolls I have ever made.
And the best.
Yeah, I'd argue those are
Simultaneously the
rolls
best.
I've made.
That would be -4, so... Right. Okay, so... A scratch sort of like appears out of the... like the fog appears to just like open a scratch in Simone's neck, and she sort of like grasps at it, and she's like, ah! And almost for a moment, like her eyes, like you sort of catch a glimpse of her eyes, and they almost seem to like fog very briefly before she shakes her head and she's like sort of snaps out of it. I guess probably Lysatis's reaction actually is to cast a spell into the mist. If she can even do that, actually. I think she needs to be able to see her target for all of these. I guess she'll just cast Produce Flame and fuck it. I don't think that's enough to hit. It's not. Okay, so Lysatis produces like a small ember in her hand and just flings it at whatever was in the mist, but it's long gone. And yeah, basically she says, don't stop now, keep running. And I'd like all of you to make me athletics checks.
Well, hang on, that's the thing as well. Like, seeing Simone do that, I sort of say to everyone, like, get near me and cast Spirit Guardians.
Oh.
As a thing, to help us with
Yes!
whatever's in this fucking mist.
Do
That's
that.
first.
Because I see
Do I have
that'll
to make
hit.
an athletics too, Rob?
Pardon?
Do I have to make an athletics
No, because you can outrun this thing regardless.
Good.
Because you're super fast.
Yeah, I'll just do some damage.
Yum yum.
Okay.
And then what? Athletics.
Athletics.
And then
Fuck
athletics
you.
check. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wow!
I'm leaving. Goodbye.
The person with the highest athletics.
I cannot believe you fucking people.
We're the worst.
I am not enjoying this session at all.
Okay,
Oh.
so
Having a great time.
This is the most horrifying session.
V, you run on ahead until you're out of the fog. Well, out of the majority of the fog, because the fog is still sort of everywhere, but now it's just sort of like ankle high instead of being like a waist high. When you come across 2 bloody skeletons that are lying in a ditch to one side of the path.
Can I sort of look them over?
Pardon?
Can I sort of look them over?
Yeah, sure. Are you just sort of like looking at them, or are you like making like a medical assessment, or?
Probably medical assessment.
Okay, give me a medicine check then. Okay. You look over these sort of like bloody skeletons, and like they look like they look like they've been like attacked like fairly recently and just basically had like the flesh stripped from their bones, but are still like coated in like blood and ichor. As you examine them, though, there's no clear cause as to why they died. And as you're looking it over, make me a dexterity saving throw.
What?
Okay. That's a fail.
Okay. As you move your examination from one skeleton to the other, a bloody arm lashes out and grabs hold of your arm.
Okay.
I would like... Let's actually go to the battle map again, because it'll make life easier. The tree can go back to the GM layer. And V, you are... I guess we will say... How long would you have run for to get ahead of your colleagues to get out of this fog?
I mean, she probably wouldn't have run like... I mean, she didn't want to like run actively away from...
So you're literally just getting out of the fog?
Yeah.
Okay. I would say that's probably, considering the speed at which you run, maybe 15 seconds ahead of your comrades? So how fast can you move in 15 seconds?
Good question.
While you work that out, the rest of you, I would like you to deploy yourselves. I think how much is the radius of Spirit Guardians?
It's a 15-foot radius.
15 foot, so it's not quite that big. Okay. Vondal, you are in the middle of that. Everyone else, you can position yourself where you want within this. Assume that you are headed up the page. So position yourselves within the red circle. Simone would be behind you with Lysatus.
Okay, like there or something.
And Zale will probably be here. Okay. Can you remind me of what type of damage Spirit Guardians deals and what exactly its effects are?
Well, it's radiant damage.
Well, I just rolled the thing for me, because that will tell me better.
I don't know how to roll the info, because obviously it rolls the attack.
Oh, right, okay.
So I just copy and paste the description.
No, it'll be alright. I presume you choose Radiant as your damage type.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's dependent on alignment, I'm pretty sure, anyway.
Oh, yeah, it's dependent on your alignment, yeah.
But yeah, designate everything nearby takes damage except anything I designate to not take damage.
You run
So
10 feet a
any-
second if you run 20 seconds if you dash. Okay. I guess you were probably dashing for like the first 5 seconds and then running for the rest. So
Isn't that like a solid 200 feet away?
Yeah, that's like 200 feet away, so...
Oh, any creatures affected have their speed halved.
yeah, that's 200 feet away. You are a long way away. Any creatures affected by the Spirit Guardians have their speed halved?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So, as you guys are running, you're sort of stumbling over roots and stuff that you can't see in the fog. However, you have noticed that the fog is like sort of dispersed within your Spirit Guardian's aura. What would this thing do? Technically, it is invisible, so I guess it would try and attack you before you outrun it. Because you are going to outrun it. There's no question about it. Oh wow! Whoops! That's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be a secret. I fucked up a lot in my preparation, it would seem. Vondal. That's definitely a hit. Take 11 slashing damage as a claw rakes through your armor. I also need to make me a Constitution saving throw. Okay.
Oh my god, can I make one good save this
You
time?
lose 1 point of charisma.
Okay.
I also need you to make me an intelligence saving throw.
Apparently I can't.
Okie dokie.
Good saving throws are not.
I
Yeah.
don't think it makes a difference, but he does get the +2 because I am like right next to him. But I don't think that makes
Yes,
a
you
difference.
do, but it doesn't make a difference now.
Okay.
So I need to roll a d4 and a d6.
Worth mentioning, just in case.
Okay. Okay, so... Wow, this is going to be actually really inconvenient for you. Well, first things first, Vondal. I need you to lose your highest 7 spell slots.
Whoa.
Wow. Yeah, okay, that's pretty bad.
Okay.
Do I get any kind of duration on that, or are you just giving me a number?
What do you mean?
You've just given me, like...
He means is it permanent?
Oh, yeah, sorry, the last word in that thing should be hours.
Right, okay.
Yeah, as for your spell slots, you will regain them normally, but you've just lost them as if you were, like,
Yeah.
had used them. Okay, so, yeah. As you guys are running, you stumble over roots and stuff, Vondal gets slashed, and Vondal stops running briefly.
Great.
The general response is, why did you stop? And I think I know the answer.
Stop what?
For fuck's sake! God, why is this
What?
what happened?
Vondal, can you roll me 1d10? Okay. For this turn, you are incapable of moving or taking actions.
Oh, yay.
I
As
hate
yes. And with that, Did you guys roll into the initiative order?
No.
No. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to make you roll into it yet. What do you got? What do you guys like? Vondal is just not moving. What is your guys' reaction to this? You know you need to run.
I guess
Oh,
it
we
is
have to
yell back.
Go. We have to go now.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
We're being attacked by a monster.
Since when?
Forever? I don't know.
Be accurate. Look, can we just get out of the fog and we'll talk about this?
Oh shit, it's foggy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's
I'll point out as well. You're not stupid during this. Like you are. You're just really confused. So you will do things to. You still have the same sense of self-preservation.
Yeah, okay. So am I actually able to move then?
6 seconds later, you are, yes.
Okay. So I guess he takes a deep breath and goes, "Well,
I need you to roll me 1d10 first. Wow, okay. That's good. You begin running in a random direction.
Oh my god.
okay.
Which actually happens to be pretty much in the right direction, just slightly off on a diagonal.
Oh, okay.
You were lucky there.
Yeah, maybe you guys should have specified which way I should have been running.
Yes. Make me athletics checks. Okay.
Now I'm making.
Oh, Jesus. Wow, okay. You might have just been saved by that.
Oh.
Okay. V. Two creatures rise up. Well, the two skeletons in front of you rise up and start trying to attack you.
Good. Ah, yes.
You are.
I enjoy this game.
Yes, you are like. You're not grappled yet. Like this thing has like tried to grab you, but you're not grappled yet. What would V's reaction be without her experience?
I don't know. Ah, shit. I don't know what to do.
Is that a hesitation?
Yes!
Okay, you do nothing.
No, dude.
Wait, no. Can I... Okay, she's gonna hesitate, but can she at least try to shove one away from her?
Yeah. Yeah, just...
I know that's like not a very good...
No, yeah, no, it's not a smart player decision, but it's a character decision, yeah. Yeah, make me a... well, it should technically just be an unarmed attack. So it's just a strength check without proficiency.
So it's just a flat 20.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh, it's a save, sorry.
Doesn't matter because it's still 0. This thing will resist. Wow, again, I fucked up. It does fail, though. It is pushed 10 feet away from you.
Amazing.
It was clearly unsteady from standing up to attack you.
Actually, can I use my other action to shove the other one?
Oh yeah, because you have 2 actions, yeah.
Oh, V, what are you doing?
The patented V shove.
Oh my god, okay, yeah, you
Wow.
definitely do that.
You scared as shit, guys.
Cool, you shove these things away from you, what do you do? Do you like run now, or?
I don't know. Backwards a little?
Okay. Okay, yeah, you run backwards a little. For the rest of you, you are running. Vondal, you can roll me a d10. Okay, you may act as normal.
Hooray!
Thank God.
You see that your allies are actually trying to run on the path, so I assume you correct your
Yep.
action. Everyone make me athletics checks. Jesus Christ.
Oh dear.
Okay.
I already know.
Yeah, okay. I assume you guys are belting it full pelt?
Belting it full pelt.
Like running as fast as you can?
Yes.
It's gonna. I guess it's gonna take a swing at Arya then, as Arya falls behind. Oh shit! It should technically get 2 attacks. That's a good point. Okay, oh, misses. Okay, Arya, take 4 slashing damage. I need you to make me a Constitution and then Intelligence saving throw.
Okay. An intelligence and what?
Constitution. Welp.
Well,
Okay, you lose 1 point of charisma.
awesome.
You are. I'm not going to bother typing it to you again. You are also affected by. Oh, and you need to lose some spell slots as well. You are affected by confusion for 4 hours, which is a hell of a long time. You forget everything that's happened in the last 2 hours. And you lose your 6 highest spell slots.
Okay. So I have 1 spell slot left, guys.
Cool. Yeah, Arya stops running temporarily. Roll me 1d10. Okay. A2 is creature does not move or take actions this turn.
Thank God.
The rest of you are sprinting. You see Arya stumble and stop.
Oh yeah, I thought you said we were running.
Snap decision.
What? What? Wait, what? What are we doing?
I'm gonna grab her by the wrist and run.
Okay.
Oh god.
I guess make me an athletics, both of you. Yeah, I'd say that's enough. Okay, so you grab Arya by the wrist and you just you pull her along. She doesn't fall, fortunately, but you keep running.
I'm just like, what the fuck is happening?
How many feet is that? 60, 120. Okay, there's only 1 more round. V, what do you do?
I think this is the part where I break out the spells.
Okay.
I'm just gonna evenly split some magic missiles between the 2 of them. Okay, nice. Look how
Oh, Vondal, I also need to make you to make me a Constitution saving throw because I just realised your Spirit Guardians might have disappeared. Oh shit, I just didn't look at how much HP that thing actually had. Okay. Okay. That is... I don't believe you took more than that amount of damage, so yeah, that's a pass.
Cool.
I just don't know why I just typed 14 in that. That's not the number I wanted at all. Which one are you targeting? The top one or the bottom one?
I said I evenly split.
Oh, evenly split them. Okay, so that's 4 on one, 4 on. No,
No, 2 on one, 2 on the other.
no, I'm doing maths damage. That's
Oh, I see.
6 on both. I think. Yeah, 6 on both. Okay, yeah, you blast the skeletons. They like splash blood and ooze off them. They don't seem to be terribly damaged, but you've done some damage. Everybody in the other group make me athletics.
Wait. I can use my other action.
Oh yeah, shit, you've got another action. Sorry, I totally forgot. Everyone do that anyway.
I can use my other action, I think, to take the hide action.
Yes, because you can hide in mist.
I can.
Do it. Make me a stealth check.
Ah, no.
No. You just sort of like look to your right, look to your left, crouch down and just like cover your head, like hoping that you're not seen. Yeah, okay, so you guys get out of the mist. Oh, hang on, actually, Vondal and Arya, I need you to roll me 1d10 before that happens. That's a 7. Okay, Vondal, you can continue to move normally. Arya, I need you to make me a melee weapon attack against the closest target within range, which happens to be Vondal.
Oh boy.
As you are convinced all of a sudden that this thing holding on to you is the monster.
What does the least damage?
Well, it has to be a melee weapon attack, so I think you only have one melee weapon.
No, I don't.
Oh, no, yeah, technically have 2. I think they both do the same damage, though. You miss.
Thank God.
You clatter off Vondal's armor with your sword, and he's like, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm sorry.
Cool. With that, you burst out of the fog.
And find me crouching.
And find V trying to hide in the middle of nowhere, and 2 skeletons. I guess for the sake of brevity, how much damage with just basic attacks are you guys capable of doing?
All of us?
Yeah, like what's your average damage of your weapon?
Might it be 7?
And if you have multi-attack, double it.
So, wait. 8 minimum, I think, in a turn? Or 16,
16, okay.
I think, is minimum.
Okay.
7.
Yeah, in that case, I guess I will say that you guys make short work of these skeletons that are sort of like they sort of lurch towards you and attempt to like grab you guys. Arya and Vondal, roll me 1d10. Okay. So actually, Vondal does nothing. As does Arya. So actually, I guess I will deduct some spell slots from Zale to say that he finishes them quite quickly. Yeah, he'll do a lightning bolt. Okay, and with that, the skeletons are vanquished. And yeah, you guys sort of gather and regroup.
I think my favorite part about this is that you guys probably don't remember that V doesn't remember.
Yep.
Yep, me and I are clueless.
Cool. Yeah, you guys literally do not. You. There is a very confusing moment where basically Zale has to get everybody to slow down and shut up and explain that everything has just gone a little bit tits up. Lysatis does her best to explain because she's actually the only person that remembers what it is that you were just attacked by. The thing you were just attacked by is a mist wraith or a broom.
Oh god.
Yeah. And it is capable of temporarily removing memories, depleting, draining magic energy, and causing natural confusion. Vondal, do you have the Calm Emotions spell, and can you still cast it?
Yes.
Okay. Lysata suggests that you cast that because I believe that it's an AoE, and if you all stand together, it will hit all
Wait,
of you.
actually, no, I don't think I can cast it.
Oh,
It's a second level spell, and I don't have any second level spell slots because
my
I ate them
God.
all. I've
Right.
only got first level spell slots left.
You've only got first level. Okay.
Yeah, so I can't cast it.
In that case,
I don't know it my magic. I just probably know I can't cast it.
I don't think my NPCs have anything that can help you here. Oh wait. Okay. Zale turns to. So, how many of you are affected by this? It's 3 of you, isn't it? Well, two of you are affected by the Mist Wraith, and 1 of you is affected by just general amnesia.
Despair.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay. So, Zale is, Okay. Yeah, he'd be smart enough to work that out. Zale walks up to Vondal and Arya and says, "Hold still." And he goes ahead and casts Remove Curse on both of you.
Oh, nice.
That is pretty much all of his spell slots used to do that, but
Maybe we should take a rest after
he
this.
sees the need to do so. I believe he can actually get some back as well using his wizard
We
feature.
woke up like 2 hours ago.
Yes,
Oh,
you
damn
did.
right.
You can't sleep from the time. I keep forgetting to roll his portent rolls every morning, but never mind. Oh, it's not a divination spell, so he can't actually regain it. So, Vondal and Arya, you can have your 1 point of charisma back.
Yay.
You do not get your
Yay.
spell slots back. You are no longer confused, but you still have no memories of what just happened.
Cool.
Cool.
You are very quickly briefed on everything that happened from your colleagues, though. Unfortunately, Zale sort of walks up to you and he says, "I wish I could help you with your memories, but I think I'm out of magic for now. I can't do that again."
I don't don't know how V would react to being told that she doesn't have any memories.
Shall we perhaps leave it on thinking about that?
Yeah, maybe.
And then next time we can come back with it fresh in your mind. Because we haven't quite got as far as I would have liked to in this session, but I think we can wrap it up very neatly in the next session. And I think, yes, that is where we're going to call it for tonight. So, whilst I tally up some experience, I'd like all of you to tell me a story. And it is the story that we tell every week, which is the things that you have learned.
I mean, let's be entirely real. The highlight of this is definitely the polymorph scroll.
Yep.
It has certainly been a session for firsts.
It was just like, I don't know, I felt like, do I risk it? This might just go horribly. Like, if it fails, we still would have been screwed. And even my, like, storm sphere would have disappeared. But it worked out, so sometimes you just gotta do it.
Just gotta take gambles. So, is that your thing you've learned as a player? It's sometimes good to take gambles. To stick to the format.
I wouldn't say I've learned that, because it probably will just fuck me in the ass the next time I try to do anything like that. Yeah, it's been a very strange session. Because it's been like funny to roleplay V as like she hasn't. It just reminds me of like the first session where V also had completely no idea what was going on. And yeah, it just kind of reminds me of that, just like sort of going around introducing herself. You know?
Yeah.
It's like it's kind of deja vu. Not for V though, because she doesn't feel deja vus right now because she has no idea what the fuck is going on. Yeah. I don't know. The bandit fight, I was sort of like, it was really weird because I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna use a low-level magic missile to bait out if she has any counter spells, and just died.
Yep. Yep.
She was just fodder.
Yep.
For the Wyvern game. Felt kind of bad.
Yep.
Like, man, those were some shitty-ass bandits.
Yes.
Yeah, they were really a fucking.
Yeah, they were a mess.
They were just like taunting us, and we were just like bitch come at us, and then they died.
They were expecting travelers who'd accidentally entered the Shadowfell via the crossroads. They were expecting an easy ambush and to just basically leave them for dead once they were done. What they got was hardened adventurers and a thorough ass kicking.
Yeah.
And then
I
they
mean,
all
imagine
died.
if they had killed us though. Like, they would have found like a solid like 2,000 gold on us. They'd have been set for life.
Yeah, they wouldn't have needed to be bandits
Overpriced.
anymore.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I've learned, but it's certainly been an eventful session. I think as well, like the past few weeks, or like maybe it was because of the break, or just because I felt tired. But I know the last few weeks I've just sort of been like, I wasn't really feeling it during the sessions, and sort of this week I felt like I've gotten back into it a little.
That's good to know.
I don't know, because like the last session I was just like straight up almost falling asleep because I was so fucking tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like even though you said that we didn't quite get to a point where you were expecting us to get, I did feel like we were sort of getting through things quicker than we have been in
Yeah.
sessions.
Well, I had a little bit more roleplay, a little bit more scene setting, and potentially one more encounter before I got to what I wanted. But here is also a good place to stop because a bunch of stuff happened that was unexpected.
Like Fee losing her memories for
Like Fee using her memories for literally 30 hours.
for literally 30 hours.
Yeah,
So
that
we can
table's
go back-
brutal if you roll really high.
Yeah, because like we're gonna go to sleep and everyone's just like, oh, V's gonna feel better once she wakes up, and she's still gonna be like, I still don't know you people.
Yep. Literally another 6 hours.
Terrible. Alright, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Also, I feel like a lot of encounters we just ran away from today instead of actually fucking them.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
how do we fight the mist?
yeah, the mist one was one I definitely did not expect you to try and fight. Like, you could have won it. It was a challenge 6 monster, though, and basically as long as it was in the mist, it was completely invisible.
Nice.
Also, my shoves were amazing.
Your shoves were freaking amazing. But yeah. Yes, that mist wraith was interesting, particularly because in its rules, it can create an area of fog around itself as if it had cast a fog cloud spell. Does not need to concentrate to maintain the fog, and the fog has a radius of 40 feet. But
Damn.
Wow.
because it can do that, it can essentially be just completely invisible for a minute, and then if it rolls high enough on its dice, it can just do that again.
That's ridiculous.
It's pretty insane, yeah.
Guys, I think I dinged.
Oh,
It is entirely possible that you have dinged, yes. I don't believe everybody else will have, but I think we will prepare for everybody dinging next session, because the bit I foresee ahead of us shouldn't take too long, and then it's pretty much a short walk to what potentially might be the final showdown.
Shit.
Yep,
Oh,
I've hit 34k, so I'm level 8.
Nice. So you'll be level 8 come the start, and everybody else will be level 8 after a long rest. Okay, so who wants to go next?
I'll go.
Okay.
Yeah, so I learned today that despair is really fucking weird,
Yep.
and sometimes it brutally cripples you.
Oh, do you want to tell everybody, and we'll get the reaction on recording of what I rolled for you?
And sometimes you get this weird thing where you think you'll breathe underwater.
Yep.
What?
You don't actually breathe underwater.
Aya literally believed for like the next 2 days that she can breathe underwater, which actually she kind of can. Yeah.
Yeah, ironically, I sort of can. So, because I have a ring of swimming, and
You have a ring of swimming, and you have mariner's armor. So even if you go unconscious underwater, you won't drown.
Yep. So awkwardly,
Fantastic.
I kind of
amazing.
can. But I just laughed so hard when I saw that. I was like, really?
Yeah.
I was expecting, like, you're unconscious.
Well, it was 1d100 for a random effect, and it was you are under an illusion for X number of hours. Pick a random potion effect, and I diced for a random potion effect, and I got 100, which is potion of water breathing.
Yep. It was pretty funny. So that's why I laughed so hard, because I was like, really?
Yep.
Oh,
This is
dice.
Oh,
Oh,
dice.
You silly bastards, you.
This is why it's fun and simultaneously fair to rely exclusively on the dice sometimes. Because I could have picked something completely different and I could have completely
Yeah.
screwed you, but I picked that one because it was fun.
Yep. And seeing how much we got fucked the rest of the session,
Yep,
probably a good thing.
probably a good thing.
Because, oh my god.
Yeah.
These monsters
'Cause-
are fucking
yeah.
brutal.
I've had that trigger on the madness table once before, and I had one of the characters in our party believe that he was completely invisible. So he just walked around, he's like, I'm completely invisible. No, you're not. But yeah. So that was fun.
Yeah, and then Arya learned that I hate the Shadowfell
Yep.
because it's fucking shit. These crazy monsters come out of nowhere and
Yep.
people lose their memories.
The fog attacked you, the trees attacked you.
Nothing is sacred or safe anymore.
Nothing is
Everything's
sacred. A dragon literally dropped out of the sky and tried to
Yep.
murder you. Also, for a
happened.
short time, you were on steroids.
I was on steroids, but actually that was probably the best part.
Yes. Don't do drugs, kids.
Don't do drugs. It's bad. But yeah, that's where I'm at.
Nice. Yeah, have your experience.
How much experience was that again? Oh, it's
2,538.
Just saw it.
Even though technically you overcame some of those encounters as 8, but there was actually no combat, so. Who's next?
Suppose I'll go.
Okay.
Fortunately, I've spent the last half hour trying not to be sick, so
Oh, fun.
yeah, not really. But God, I have absolutely no idea with this one because the first encounter went really, really well, and therefore was a bit of a cakewalk. Not really sure what I learned there. Everything was pretty standard. Nothing different really happened. The second encounter, kind of useless. I did nothing. Didn't really learn anything.
Yep.
Third encounter, everything just went weird. Didn't really learn anything. the most I can say is fuck the Shadowfell and
Yep.
everything that resides within it.
I know what you
Because,
learned as a player. You hate the 5th edition foes expansion.
Yeah, I definitely do, because I also kind of hate you a little bit. You're taking all these monsters that have that are extremely powerful in certain situations, and then putting us in those certain situations with those monsters.
Yeah.
So, fuck you a little bit, and fuck the 5th edition foes. I want all of them banished to the 9th circle of hell, where
Yeah.
they will be written within a book that will be sealed with a padlock that will be placed in a chest that will never be opened by anyone ever.
That's basically 5th edition foes. It's fine. Remember, half of these monsters came from an edition where killing the party was actually the aim of the game.
Jeez.
Right.
1st edition, everybody! Way! It's
So
fun.
that's-
Play it. No, don't. It's bad.
Yeah, definitely don't. If that's the
It's
case,
not
then
fun.
every DM would just say... I was gonna say, if that's the case, surely every DM would just go, there's a dragon, you're all dead.
Yeah. D&D
That's
has come a
good
long
stuff.
way since 1st edition.
But yeah, obviously Vondal's not learned shit. And if anything, whatever he did learn, he
He's
immediately forgot.
immediately been forgotten.
Exactly.
That's a good
so,
point, actually.
Yeah. So
Well, actually, no,
Vondal's
because
learned
you only forgot
nothing.
the last 6 hours, so you forgot the morning and a bit while you were asleep.
Yeah, okay. But like, I really can't think of much I've learned other than fuck all those monsters. They're terrible, and I want them to never appear again. I am horrified. I want
That's
to get
okay.
out of the Shadowfell as soon as possible.
I definitely don't have more 5th edition foes monsters lined up, and they definitely won't be a lot of fun.
That better be like, ugh. No more after Shadowfell, please. Keep them in the Shadowfell where they belong.
In this hell dimension.
Oh, you haven't even been to Hell yet. Hell's even better than this. No, yeah, take your experience by all means, and I will let you go recover. Thank you for
Yeah.
sticking with it as long as you did.
Yeah. I'm gonna go now and get a drink and shit.
Okay.
Well,
See ya.
Bye.
Okay.
Feel better.
Last but not least.
Wow, okay. I really hate having to make wisdom saves. Again. That was horrible. I hated
Yep.
that. It was
War
so
flashback.
bad not being able to do anything. Yeah, basically though.
Well,
But at least when it was a cursed sword, I could still attack.
yes.
Sort of.
The worst thing about the Hangman's Tree is once you have failed, unless you're taking damage, there is no reason for you to save again.
It's pretty bad.
It's really
was-
bad.
That was really. I probably felt more useless then, like at that point, than with the mimics, because at least with the mimics, I knew there was danger.
Yep.
God, yeah. So that was pretty horrifying and not great.
Yeah.
I mean, in character, and I guess that's more out of character, but I guess in character, it's just seeing the way that like the Shadowfell is taking its toll on everybody. It's pretty bad, and there's so much weird shit that goes on here, and just weird creatures, and like half the time you just don't know what's going on, and you just kind of learn to accept it, I guess.
Yeah.
In a really weird way.
It's not known as the Realm of the Damned for no reason.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, I guess just because something is weird and unexpected and potentially sketchy doesn't mean it's always bad. Like with the House of Black Lanterns, you
Mhm.
know, like Kelariis going into that was like, this is gonna end horribly, and nothing bad happened there. It was a nice place, so that was kind of hopeful in a weird way for her as well.
That's good to know. Well, you may take your experience points. And with that, we draw our evening to a close. Hopefully, next week, we'll be ready for what could potentially be the final showdown as you approach the Black Fortress. And come face to face with your long-term rival.
Hopefully V will actually know what she's doing at that point.
Yeah. Here's hoping. So, with that, thank you for playing, thank you for watching, and I really hope to see you next time.
Bye bye.
Bye.